Hello there. Hope you're doing all right. Um, so today, another fine day. Pretty wet outside. It's raining right now. So I was gonna go to work today, but looks like it's supposed to rain for most of the day. So never mind that. Um, so yeah, my dad already left for work, and I think my mom also left for work too. It's her last week of school, so she's just trying to finish up stuff there. They got different, I don't know, meetings and curriculum stuff to go over. What I don't know, whatever stuff teachers there are doing their last week of the school year. Anyways, getting myself. It is May. I'll say what 20. Was it what 26th or 27th? I think it's something like that. I don't know. Crazy to think that it's already this far into May. I mean, the month is almost over. It's also kind of crazy to think too, because I mean, right? I mean, a year ago, I would have probably just finished, you know, school like, last week or something, right? Um, but not the case. Not the case for me at all. So yeah, it is, honestly, it's close to 8:20, 8:30, something like that right now. Yeah, so anyways, I was kind of just scrolling my phone, watching some different videos, all that good stuff for the last while now. I probably should have just gone back to sleep and tried to sleep for an extra hour or two, but I don't know. I might take a nap later, depending on how things go today. I mean, we'll see if I go to bed earlier or not. But I did definitely sleep then. These last 2 days. Well, last 3 days. Since today's Tuesday, and yesterday was Memorial Day, so we got that off. I think my dad still went to work a little bit on Saturday or Sunday, because there was some plants somewhere that had to be watered or something like that. I don't know, whatever he was doing. So yeah, he did that for a bit. Oh yeah, and then my dad drive over to one of our job sites, one of these farms that we worked in. I think I know which one it is. I don't even remember the name, so I'd be like, oh, I can't tell you what it is, but I don't even remember what the name of it was, so there's that. But yeah, but anyways, they took her up to that farm there because they had some Highland cows. My mom really loves cows, especially Highland cows, so it's pretty nice for them. And then I imagine they probably went out and did a few other things together for a bit, so I'm glad they enjoyed some time out yesterday. So last couple of days I've played a lot of Minecraft, which has been pretty fun. Fortunately, I haven't been really all too bored by it or kind of felt like I don't really know what to do. So basically, for much of much of Saturday and Sunday, pretty much I pretty much just played a lot more on my friend Paul of the World's server. So that was pretty fun. I opened up I opened up a new shop on there. Well, I'll say my first one, but Well, I guess technically, yes, it is, but it's also not. And that's just because, well, it's the first one that I've opened in that world after the world got reset. That is because I had the one shop that existed um, in the world before it got corrupted on the old save. And it's the same like world seed and everything, so it feels a little weird sometimes going exploring stuff, being like, oh yeah, I remember this is where we had, we had built stuff, right? Or I'm flying around with my Elytra, and then I come across like what was like the like spawn point essentially of that world, right? So yeah, pretty crazy, but anyways, it was pretty fun. So at my shop in that world, so I'm basically kind of just doing a bigger version of, or kind of extending beyond what I had in my shop before on the old save. So in the old save, my shop was called Nether Say Nether, and pretty much I just sold different like nether resources, such as like quartz or blackstone or nether brick. Those were my biggest sales. And then also other random stuff like shroom lights, fire res pods, potions, and a handful of other things, kind of just a bunch of different random stuff, but mostly the building blocks and like in bulk, right? And I kept it at like pretty low prices, so we get good customers and all that, which I did make some good money off of it. And it was a nice way to get a lot of the stuff that I had in my chest out of them, since I definitely had a storage issue problem. It's not to say I don't have one on the current save, because I definitely do, and I need to make like an actual I need to make like an organized like space for storage at some point on there, but anyways, not too worried. But so anyways, on the newer version of that shop, I kept the same name, but anyways, the old one, like I said, I sold a bunch of stuff in bulk, and I pretty much just bought this used, was it like the old bank that was on there? It was like the very first one. It was like a pretty small building. It wasn't that expensive. So I just bought that, and then I used it. Didn't really change much about it at all. But on the new save here, I made my own whole. I don't really know how to properly describe it right off the bat, like what kind of style or structure it is, but some kind of, I don't know, I made my own kind of store, and I started it with, excuse me, I did it with blackstone, I did it with quartz, and I did it with the nether wood types and some shroom lights, pretty much. And then the inside I decorated with amethyst, blackstone, quartz, then the nether wood types. That was pretty much like the whole kind of thing I had going in there. But it was a really cool design. Maybe later on, if I play on there again today, maybe I might make a video or something on there and kind of show my shop. It looks super cool. And so yeah, I was doing that, but in addition to selling the bulk items, I also do other bulk items, the ones I had done very much before, so like soul sand, soil, basalt, and bone blocks. I'll be trying to sell all of those, as well as just some foods that I have in there. Well, my main thing will be kind of a little bit of extra, keeping those pretty low as well. Yeah, so anyways, I am also selling I'll also be selling max enchanted netherite gear on there, plus other highly enchanted stuff like elytras, maces, tridents, shields, stuff like that. Bows, crossbows. Now, it'll be a lot of work for me to properly set all that up. I pretty much just finished building that shop on like Sunday, I think it was. But, I'd fill in a bunch of the stuff in there to get it started. But it'll take me a little while before I can really have tons and tons of the products for me to sell. But once I do sell, multiple sets of extra max enchanted netherite gear on there, which for those who don't play Minecraft is basically just the best gear in the game, essentially, that you can get, right? I can make a lot of money off of it. It's gonna be pretty crazy. I need a lot of setup for it though. So I'll have to probably make some kind of golden XP farm, and probably make I don't know, I might need to do the master storage area or something. I don't know if I need to do that or not, but yeah, it's definitely gonna take some setup. But once I get going, I can get a lot of gold. I can get a lot of XP, and yeah, it'll be pretty fun. Being able to sell all that kind of stuff, and I don't have a monopoly on it by any means necessarily, but practical reasons, yeah, pretty much so, since no one else out there, I don't think is really willing to do that. But so anyways, pretty cool stuff going on there. And I think I also sell a few other random little services in my shop. So like there's a furnace area with like a bunch of blaze rods for fuel, which is one of the best fuel sources in the game, at least in my opinion. Right, a whole bunch of them. So if you need to smelt some stuff, I charge based on the it's a certain amount per stack of fuel that you're using, kind of dealio. Well, anyways, it's enough about that. Yeah, I kind of just went into great detail about that whole thing. Yesterday, I again played some more Minecraft. No shit, but this time, yeah, I did a little differently. So I was gonna continue an item hunt that I did with my friend Yig. We actually started on Sunday night. However, we just didn't really go that way. We did some different stuff, and he wasn't really available for most of the day, and so then I also made 2 new Minecraft friends, so that's pretty cool. One of them actually has a YouTube channel, so I've started watching a couple of their videos. I really like the style. It's pretty cool, pretty fun. So shout out to her. And then the other one, pretty cool. I like him. I don't think he has like a proper YouTube channel or something like that. Well, actually, I don't know. No, he does. He does have one, but he barely has any videos on it. He has like 5 or 6 videos or something like that. I don't know. It's a pretty small number. Which I haven't watched all of this stuff. I'm not interested in everything else on there. But he had kind of like a few different, was it like PvP or like Bed Wars videos or something. I thought, it might be interesting to check out. And he actually has like pretty good skills. But yeah, it was pretty fun getting to play with both of them. So I played with the dude earlier in the day, and then as the time went by and all that, and I was trying to do some more matches on this PvP server, Well, anyways, he got distracted, or he had to get off or something like that. I don't know. Probably like homework or dinner or whatever. I don't know. Well, anyways, so then as we are going around with that, then then I saw this random. Well, I didn't actually know if she was actually like a real girl or anything like that, but then I saw this girl on there on that PvP server, and I was like, just randomly, I decided, you know what? I was just like, hey, PvP? And they're like, sure. So we did a whole bunch, and they just absolutely destroyed me. Yeah, she was insane, to say the least. Pretty friendly though, but she whooped my ass. So yeah, nice duality there. So yeah, that was pretty fun. I never wanted a single fight against this lady. When I fought the other guy earlier on, right? He might, I don't know if he won a little bit more than I did or if I won more than he did, but it was definitely really close. We both did really good, and yesterday was a pretty good day for me doing PvP, except for against this girl. Yeah, she's a whole other level of skill. I swear. I'm watching her videos and I'm like, damn, girl. She's really good. That's it's insane. But yeah. So anyways, we were just chatting a little bit through Minecraft, through Discord a bit, and well, I'm trying to think, where was I going with this? God, I forgot what I was going to say. Oof. Oh, right. Yes. My bad. Yes. So, she is an actual girl, or at least, well, I don't know that for 100% certain, but she is trans. Knew that. I saw that in her Discord. I saw she talked about that a little bit, very briefly. It was just like a quick thing, pretty much. She was like, just kind of asking to I guess to just try to gauge what my sort of response to that would be, if I'm supportive. I was like, hell yeah. So I was like, that's cool. So yeah, it was pretty fun. It was pretty fun playing with both my two new friends yesterday. I really enjoyed that. Hopefully I get to do some more, a bunch more. They both seem like pretty interesting people. And just, I want to point out one thing real quick, just in case anyone in my comment section by any chance is like, oh, it's really weird, you just ask this random person, like, oh, hey, do you want to be Minecraft friends? Or hey, do you want to, do PvP or whatever. Well, I don't know, it's not really weird to ask people to do PvP on a server specifically built for that, but if they want to be Minecraft friends or whatever, and just start like talking to each other without even really knowing anything. But to that I say, well, a few different things. So one is that it's kind of a nice way to make new friends, to be honest. I've kind of found for myself that sometimes I don't really have a ton of luck with finding friends in real life who also like playing Minecraft, or at least in ways that I would also like to play, and preferably on the Java edition of the game, not the Bedrock one. Sorry to all you Bedrock players out there, Bedrock main edition players, whatever. Right. So I'm kind of just like, well, maybe I can use, right, this shared, hobby, if you will, right, to kind of start new friendships. It's a very easy way. We can kind of just talk about Minecraft stuff, right, because we're both clearly into the game, right? So, I think it kind of just, kind of no-brainer, I suppose. So yeah, and I've also have made several new friends on there. There's been some people that I've kind of met on there that I try to be friends with, and it didn't really work out, but nothing bad happened. It was just it was just we didn't really communicate as much as I thought, or they just had like very different like priorities and interests in the game. But that's perfectly fine, you never know until you try. So but I'm glad that I've tried. I say put myself out there, but it's it's just asking people on a computer screen in a video game, hey, do you want to be friends? Really not that hard, but you gotta start somewhere, right? Doesn't mean I don't have real life friends though, because I definitely have. So the tricky part with them though is I don't know if I can really do anything with them this summer. Not a new issue, but yeah, definitely there. Especially, it won't really help. It kind of gets worse as I'm gonna get older, because people will be super busy. I won't have the time for it. So, but anyways, I don't know. Hopefully it'll work out. Hopefully I'll get to, hopefully some of these friends that I'm kind of making at this point in my life, whether they be Minecraft friends or real life ones, hopefully some of these, if not all of them, kind of just stay with me, right, and whatnot. I think that'd be pretty cool, really nice. But even if it doesn't, at least I've made some good memories along the way. At least I've made a lot of videos with with a few of these friends. So I'm be grateful for that. Anyways, beyond that, I'm probably gonna play some more Minecraft again today. No way. Although it's possible I might watch something, or I might have my chess set out here. I could read, I could paint, I could play chess, I could do something with my Legos here. I have all of these different things in my room, but I don't really do most of them. Most of the time they're kind of just there. But I don't know, we'll see. Might play chess again later with my dad, depending on what time he gets back from work and how other things fell into place today, but I'm not too worried. I think I did play, I have played a couple of other different games recently. So I think it was on Sunday, or maybe it was a Saturday. I don't know, one of the two. I think it was. I want to say it was Saturday. I played a couple of different games. I think I did a little bit on Friday as well, if I remember correctly. So I played some more Geometry Wars. I played some more this Cars racing game based on the Cars movies. And then I also played what was it? Jedi Survivor. Excuse me. Which are all pretty fun. I like all of those games. So yes, I made some good progress in the Jedi Survivor game. I don't think it was anything crazy, but I definitely made some good progress in that. With the Geometry Wars game, that was it's pretty insane. That game is that game is just it's crazy. But pretty fun too. Yeah, there were some levels in that game. Excuse me, yawning again. There were some levels in that game that were really hard. And I hadn't managed to pass before, but I did them very, very well. Like literally the hardest one I just did in boop, one try. And I was like, what? So, you know, pretty crazy. So yeah, that was insane. Unfortunately though, as much as I wanted to keep on making more videos with using my Xbox here at home, you know, because be convenient and all that. The only way that I can do that, well, the only ways that I can do that I can think of right now is, so one is that I don't know, what was I gonna say? Tired, excuse me. Maybe I'll go back to bed after this. Yeah, so the first one was that I could use my phone and then record onto the TV screen downstairs, but I kind of hate doing that because I can't see the damn screen. My phone is in the middle, and it has to be in the middle so it gets everything, right? But then I can't see stuff and it just looks weird. And the graphics and the sound quality on those are not very good, to say the least. And I also don't really want to have to deal with, you know, anyone hearing me being like, trying to get my dogs to go in or out, you know, or whatnot. And that's also really weird, especially like if there's other people there too. Because I don't know, I'd have to mute the thing, but then like if I'm recording on my phone, like I can't really edit it. Like I could try to. I did try to use CapCut before, but the thing is, like most editing software on the phone, it's like for very short videos, and as you know, I don't really do very short videos vast majority of the time, so you know, kind of big issue there. And then the second one is that I kind of just can only do whatever videos that I can record on the Xbox itself, which the maximum time length is 9 minutes and 59 seconds. So yeah, that's super helpful. It's nice for recording these like random game clips that I've put on my YouTube channel. If you've watched any of those, or if you haven't, go ahead and check them out if you feel so inclined. But you know, I'd like to have, you know, I don't think I can really do that, you know, not to say I couldn't, but I would have to, like if I'm doing Minecraft stuff on there, for example, with like my brother or something, it'd have to be like very specific. We'd have to like script the whole thing or something or another, and I don't know. Maybe we wouldn't have to, but whatever. All I know is at least just to fit the whole thing within that short period, such short period of time. But anyhow. And then I guess there's a third option, but I really don't. Well, there's two other options here. One of them I can't do, so I don't even know why I'm mentioning, and that is to download the Xbox app on my PC. However, I can't do that because, you know, Microsoft Store is banned on a computer as a school laptop, so kind of out of luck there. And unless there's some way for me to download it, you know, from a different place, but I don't know if it'd even be secure or not. And then the other option is that I could buy this thing that would allow me to connect my connect the Xbox to my PC, or if at some point, like for example, like when I go to Sydney, Australia later this year for study abroad, right? If I theoretically bought myself an Xbox, which I don't think I'm gonna do, but I don't know, it's possible. Right, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Or like a PlayStation 5 or something. I don't, well, probably not a PlayStation 5. Those are really expensive. I wouldn't get enough money for that. But who knows? Maybe I will. But anyways, let's just assume I had got myself like my own like console or something, right? Well, even if I did that, and then I brought that with me there, or something, you know, or if I had some kind of console there to play with, or whatever, right? You know, I would, you know, it's like, for whatever dumbass reason, I can't just plug the console into my computer. You know, you can plug it into the TV, it works perfectly fine. I don't know, you can't do it with, you know, PC. Then you just go into your settings and, you know, choose, oh, hey, connect. Or, hey, you know, choose, oh, yes, I want to use this, I want to recognize this signal, you know, from this Xbox or PlayStation or something, right? But no, it doesn't work like that. You have to have some other extra, super expensive kind of component or something or another. I don't know, whatever it is that you have to have, and then you can plug that in and all that, which I could buy that, but you know, I don't really want to do that. It's plus a lot of money, and you know, I'm trying to save up for my trip later this year, you know. Now I've already making some good progress on, you know, on that front of, you know, saving up some money. But it's definitely going to take a while, right? It's definitely going to take a good long while before I have all that I need, pretty much, you know, and whatnot. So yeah, we'll just see how that goes. But anyways, yeah, I don't know if I'll, you know, I'd like to have different video games that I record, believe me, but I kind of can't, because you either have to buy expensive component to connect it to my PC so I could, you know, record it, you know, like an actual sane person, you know, like have it be like good sound quality and, you know, graphics and all that, not just do it for my phone. You know, that kind of stuff. It's a lot easier to work with, a lot more comfortable. But you know, also too, again, because school computer and whatnot, and so yes, even though I was able to download Minecraft, I can't really play too much more beyond that. I mean, I don't know. I could try seeing if, I don't know. Well, I thought I could use CurseForge, but then I just remembered you already have to have the game before you play it through CurseForge. So I don't think that would work. I don't know. Maybe it does. If you know, please, if you know how this works, please let me know in the comment section down below. Anyways, I pretty much just talked about game stuff for like, you know, the last like 25 minutes or something or other. I don't know. But anyways, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to like it, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell if you want to see more stuff like this, or more Minecraft content, or yeah, at some point, you know, maybe some other kind of stuff that I might do on here. I don't know, but I don't know, sure, I'll think of something. Plus I've already done a handful of different video types. I've done like chess. I've done I did a room showing. I showed off some paintings that I had. I've done did I say poems already? I did that a bit, I think. And then, yeah, and then I had the dinner monologues, which, I mean, I could try to do here, but yeah, that's not happening. We eat dinner together, vast majority of the time. Not 100%, And those are our days where we don't. But generally speaking, as family, we eat dinner together. We may not all eat breakfast or lunch together, but we certainly try to eat dinner together. So, yeah. Unless there's just a day where it's just me and my brother, you know, and we'll just be eating in different rooms or something or another. I don't know. Then, yeah, probably won't. Probably won't take place. Anyways, enough about all that. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Enjoy yourselves. Have a good day, night, whatever time it is for you. I don't know. Good time. And yeah. See you next one.